All right, Todd.
Kyle. Why do you have this book on the desk?
I just want to make sure I get all. No, I just want to have talk points. You know?
Are you keeping notes?
I am.
Or do you have notes to talk about?
I don't have notes to talk about like specifically, but I did want to bring up how sports are coming into Vegas right now. You mentioned that we could be having a basketball team coming here in Vegas.
I also mentioned that nobody watches professional basketball.
That's a lie.
Do people really watch it seriously?
Yes.
Is there a game on tonight?
Yes, it's playoffs. It's playoffs right now.
Well, I look at my calendar and there's no basketball on my calendar. I don't see it.
Did you delete?
There's baseball on there.
Okay.
Like
I mean, personally, I don't watch as much baseball, and I think maybe one day we'll actually get into a little bit of banter on that. But I mean, I remember walking in one day with the Atlanta Braves hat, and you were like, "There's no way you're wearing that. That's an accident." And I was like, "No, I got this as a gift." And you're like, "Oh, that's why. You're not a baseball fan."
Yeah, you're not a baseball.
I'm not.
I'm not wrong, right?
No, you're not wrong. Okay. You're definitely not wrong.
Okay, good.
But it was one of the funniest things ever because you're like, "You got the hat on accident?" I was like, "No, you can't get this on accident." But anyways.
Well, I mean, the Braves were the world champions last year.
They were.
It's a big deal.
They were. You know who the best champions were? The Astros. I'm kidding. Did you see how mad he got? Did you see how mad he just got? Okay. Anyways, talking about sports, I wanted to ask you, do you consider fishing a sport?
Absolutely.
Why is it a sport? Takes skill.
Have you ever done it?
I've never done it.
You've never been fishing.
Okay, so I have a story.
How are we friends? You've never been fishing. You don't have anything know anything about baseball, except you got a hat.
Yeah, I do have a hat. Yeah, that too. I think we have a lot more in common than just sports with that. But with fishing, I did go fishing when I went to Hawaii, but it was just literally on a stick and a string.
Wait, when you say on a stick, what do you mean?
It literally
you went
was
out in the woods and found a stick and tied a string to the end of it like you were 3? I did that when I was 3.
Essentially, and then there was like a safety pin at the end of it.
Oh, well.
And I caught 2 fish.
No, you didn't catch any fish.
You can't say fishes because it's just 2 fish.
Yeah, it's just
And thing about me was I always loved fish. I love eating fish, but I for the life of me, I can't take that fish off that line. There's no way.
Oh, you weren't going to touch it?
No, I don't know. It's too alive for me to touch.
Was it wiggling?
What I'm saying with this is why is it a sport?
Listen, because it takes skill. I got it. So I've got a nephew. His name's Bo. Lives up in Salt Lake. Mm-hmm. The kid. Let's see. I think he's 16, maybe 17. Yeah, he's like maybe a junior in high school. The kid. He's a professional fisherman.
How do you get professional?
He's literally a professional.
How do you get
fisherman.
Professional? Do you have to like get 10 fish?
He can catch any fish in any lake at any time, any kind of fish. Like maybe what you don't know is every type of fish out there, like you catch it differently. You don't like if you're going to fish for trout, you fish. It's a different rig on your pole. You use a different kind of pole, different kind of bait. If you're fishing for bass, you do it another way. So,
I never knew this.
Yeah, so there's a lot. You got it's kind of like selling houses, you know. I mean, you sell a condo one way and a single family another way. It takes different skills, right?
So again, I'm back to my question: how do you become professional at fishing?
Oh, I think like it's anything else. You practice.
Yeah, but like, do you have to catch a certain size fish and be like, oh, that's professional?
No,
I count. How do you?
No, I mean you can enter professional tournaments. I mean there are people that consider themselves professionals and they enter tournaments and they play and they fish professionally. I think if you're a professional, you do it for a living. That's how you make your money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a professional real estate agent. Do you make money any other way?
No.
Legally, something that we could talk about here. No?
I mean, I'm also, like I said, a videographer too. So, I mean, I could make money that way.
Okay.
But as of right now, no.
No, you're just a professional real estate agent. Well, fishermen are the same way, but you're a professional if you are making money doing it.
Now, do you have to have some kind of certification to be a professional fisherman?
Absolutely not. You have to have what certification you need to be a professional football player? Do they take a test? Is there some kind of written exam they have to take?
No, not at all.
What causes them to become professional? It's basically
getting in the league.
Rule. Well, it's the basic rule in any professional sport. What's the difference between amateur and professional?
The league that you're in.
You get paid.
Oh, okay.
That's the only difference.
That's very true.
If I'm a college golfer, I'm not getting paid to play college golf. No. But when I go turn professional, now I can get paid, right? Legally.
Yes.
It's the same thing with fishing.
Sponsorships and everything.
Yeah, sponsorships.
Is there
winning
sponsorship in
tournaments.
Fisherman?
Absolutely.
Or a fisherman? Fishing?
Fishing.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is?
Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know. I don't like, I just don't see like Valvoline, like,
All right.
supporting
No, I don't
fishing.
think Valvoline has. They don't want their oil near the water, so I don't think that's going to work. But there's fishing poles and fishing line and lures and
So,
baits and boats and motors and all kinds of stuff that belong in the fishing world.
so fishing is a sport. That's
Absolutely.
our conclusion.
100%.
Okay. Well, speaking of water,
I'll tell you what I would do. I would bring my nephew Bo down, and we'll have a full conversation. about
actually,
fishing.
yeah, I got to, I haven't met him yet, but I did hear him talk about fishing.
Yeah, you heard his dad talk about
Yes.
it. Yeah,
yes.
that's right. I forgot
So
about
I
that.
remember that, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. Their
Yeah.
family's big on fishing. And,
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, Bo, if you happen to see this, you can't outfish your Uncle Todd. I mean, we're all very clear about that, right? But
he's a professional, right?
I only fish for trout, though. See, now Bo can go fish for any kind of fish,
Oh,
and he
okay.
can catch.
Oh, let me get back
so
to that.
I'm only a trout fisher.
So do you let the fish go after you're done?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I catch and release, it's called.
So okay.
Because
Me and Beta
nobody,
don't.
nobody in my family eats fish. I'll eat it, but nobody else does. And I catch so many fish that we just could not possibly keep that many.
A fisherman right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey, Emily's here. Let's bring her.
Yeah. No, that was my segue into the water thing. Fishing water.
Well,
we have Emily here. She is our new agent. on
yeah,
the
she's
team.
just so. Emily, come join us. So Emily, with an E,
With
not
an
the
E.
first E, but the second E.
Emely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Scoot over. So she has
sorry.
room.
Shoot. I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
Okay.
You got to put that on and only cover one ear, or you can't really hear
Okay.
everybody else.
Okay.
How's that?
And then talking to the mic.
Can you hear yourself in the mic?
Yes, I can hear myself.
I can't hear her, but you can hear yourself.
Yeah, I can hear
All right,
myself. Am I supposed to hear you guys too?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
I mean, not necessarily, but you'll hear Todd because no matter
Yeah.
where you are, you hear Todd.
Yeah, he's loud. he's just loud. So, hey, welcome to the team.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
What? Why?
Why?
Yeah, like what?
Well,
Are you a I guess we should talk about this first. Are you a professional real estate agent or an amateur real estate agent? Do you get paid or you don't get paid?
I have not gotten paid yet.
So you're
So,
you're a
amateur.
professional. You got a signing bonus, right?
She got a signing bonus.
Yes.
She got to train with Kyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
mentor.
Time will
I
tell.
mean, you do.
Yes.
You're great at what you do, right?
Yes, I
So,
believe
yeah,
so.
then-
He's a professional.
You're
We've
professional.
I'm a
determined
professional.
today.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's why I chose you to be my mentor.
Oh wow! Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's something. That's saying something.
No, yeah, and we have history from working at Vidara, so I see how.
Yeah, history working. Okay, guys,
Working at
working
Vidara.
at
Glad
Vidara.
you
We-
clarified that. So Emily, you're transitioning from the water business
Yes,
into real estate full time.
correct.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yes.
And that's going to be a little journey that we'll go on together, and we'll talk more about how that's going for you in the future. But welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, quite honestly, Kyle's going to write some notes down. I'm super interested about the water business.
Okay, what's your question? What's your main concern or question that you have?
Well, somebody told me the other day, don't drink water because it'll give you kidney stones.
okay.
Who the heck told you that?
Well, do you drink your tap water?
No,
No, right.
no,
But do you brush your teeth with that water?
of course.
Yeah. So technically, you are still absorbing whatever's in that water. So we do have chlorine, we have arsenic, we have so many other hard minerals that are in our water. So eventually,
Look, I
your
want
water-
to be clear about one thing.
Yeah.
I'm 55 years old. All right. When I was a kid, I drank out of the hose out in
Yeah.
the front yard. I know your generation, that's
Yeah.
like crazy talk, but like
I'll have
I did
Voss.
too.
Voss
I did.
water.
I
So
drank
actually-
out of the hose every day.
Yeah.
Because my mom wouldn't let me come back in the house. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom. Right. So
Yeah.
I hear you, but I'm struggling with it.
You're struggling with
Yeah,
it?
because I mean, I've been drinking the water in this valley. I'm born and raised here. I've never lived anywhere else, so
He looks fine.
I'm fine. I'm still alive. I'm kicking it.
Are you sure?
As far as I know.
Just kidding.
As far as I know.
No, but maybe I could do a little test in front of you one of these days so you can see the quality of your water.
I
Like
think
at my
everybody would
house?
like to see
Yeah.
that test.
You could do it at your house, or I could do it here. I'll bring my whole kit, and we could go ahead and do it.
There's an actual kit for this. I didn't
Yes,
realize
there is
this.
a kit.
That
So,
means
okay,
that
I
means-
could check
so-
the harness,
Kyle,
so
that
like
means that
chlorine
she's
levels.
a professional.
Yeah,
And show
professional.
She has a
you-
kit.
that you
Because it could.
actually do absorb the chlorine within just a couple of seconds that you put in.
So you're not supposed to drink your sink water.
You know,
'Cause-
you don't.
Do you remember?
I don't recommend it.
Remember
at all.
when we were in the hotel business? They were saying that you were able to drink the sink water. That's how clean
Who
the
said
hotel
that?
water was. I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember anybody saying that. I would never.
So you're saying that the
because
water at the hotels in town are filtered?
Are so clean you can drink out of it. And that's working out of 2 hotels that I worked at.
Really?
That's
I don't
what I
remember
thought.
them having a filtration system
Okay, yeah, I
at
don't.
the hotel.
Maybe that's just what they say, so they don't have to give out water to you guys.
Maybe.
So if you guys are at hotels,
Well, at
ask
least
for the
here
water.
in Vegas.
Pay
please
pay
do
for
not.
the water. Pay for the mini bar.
Yeah.
Pay the $6.
So you're saying it's better to drink bottled water than it is to drink the tap water?
Absolutely.
Even the one from your fridge?
See, the one at the fridge, you just have a carbon filter, which is just removing chlorine, but it doesn't remove all the harmful toxins that are still in your water. Surprisingly, there is still a lot of stuff there in the water that shouldn't be, but
I'm
it's
scared
a
to
whole
drink any
nother
water.
topic that gets really deep into
Really
it. I don't know if I should get into it right now, but yeah.
What about, like,
it's
what-
better than drinking out of the sink,
Yeah.
you know, but
Okay, so what about those Britas that they sell like at Walmart?
Britas, they're better than the refrigerator filtration, but it doesn't really do much just because you want at least 3 to 4 stages of filtration for drinking water. So if you look at your
3
like
to
water
4
bottle,
stages.
it says on there purified with a reverse osmosis. So that's like the cleanest form of water you can have. So reverse osmosis will give you purified drinking water, removes up to 90% of everything that's in your water. But there's other options that you could pick from, like Essentia water, Fiji, which has minerals, you know, in
So-
your water.
So spring water.
Yeah, spring water.
So
know,
Arrowhead is
alkaline
actually
water.
good for you, even though it tastes like
Yeah, it does
Trash.
taste pretty trash.
Well,
but-
so that's a question I have though, because my wife is very particular about what bottled water she buys. There's certain ones that she won't drink at all, unless she's literally dying on the ground. She wouldn't drink it. But why do they taste different? Do they add stuff to the bottled
yes,
water?
they do. They add, so they could add electrolytes that make it taste a lot better.
That's called Gatorade.
Or just the way
Pedialyte.
it's filtered, really. You'll have spring water that tastes completely different from tap water and purified water, because purified water is just essentially just H2O. That's all there is. So you really don't
It's
have
the cleanest.
It's the cleanest form of water.
What does H2O stand for?
hydrogen and oxygen.
I always like to ask that because people are like, water. No,
yeah.
it's not
High
for
school was
hydrogen
what,
and oxygen.
so long ago?
Yeah,
Can't do
so
this
long
stuff.
ago. That was like what, 10 years ago? Almost 10 years ago for me.
12
at
years
least.
for me.
But yeah, don't drink your tap water. At least here in Vegas. Vegas water is very hard.
Very harsh.
Very
I
hard.
mean, you
We're
could
recycling
tell.
the same water over and over again. So
Ugh.
just think of that.
Does it get harder each time?
No, I mean, it goes through a process. So once you flush your toilet,
Ugh.
that water then goes to like maybe 7 stages. Then from there, of filtration. Then from there, it goes over to Lake Mead. Okay.
Which
You guys know
is-
where Lake Mead is at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Have you guys seen that?
I've
white
swam
ring
in Lake
around
Mead.
those?
I've drank Lake Mead water.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
that's
still
filtered
kicking.
toilet water.
That explains why
A little
Todd's
bit.
away.
No, no,
Mix
no.
of filtered toilet water. Mix
It's
of it.
it's gone through the sanitation department.
Lake Mead water?
Yes. Any water that comes out of any of the plumbing in Las Vegas goes to the sanitation department first.
So from Lake Mead, it goes over to the Hoover Dam.
Yes.
From the Hoover
down
Dam,
the
it's
Colorado
stored.
River.
So
Yeah, just down the Colorado River. We sell it to Arizona, California
yeah, so
for power.
For energy, right?
Power.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, and
So-
then from there,
Back to the quality of the water in Vegas. I guess that's what we're talking about, right?
yeah.
Well, we're almost.
What should somebody be concerned about?
Well, not only your health, but also the corrosion that it does to your home. So like your appliances.
Yeah, that's what that drives
If
me
you look
crazy.
under like your kitchen faucet, your shower heads, you see all that white corrosion. That's calcium, magnesium buildup, and that eventually will destroy all your appliances, including your pipes around the house. So eventually down the line, it will cost you money. So
Yeah, I agree that it when it comes to houses, one of the number one things that comes up on inspection reports, and one of the number one things that most buyers are afraid of is that white buildup that's around
Yeah.
corrosion.
all the copper piping that's around the hot water heater or underneath the sink
Yes.
at the end of the faucet, there's that white buildup. And so,
and it's something you can't really remove it. We'll clean it out. You have to replace it.
yeah, it actually
There are
etches
some chemicals
the metal,
out
right?
there.
I mean,
What was
it's
that?
like it etches the metal. If you
Yes.
try to clean it off, you can still
It's still
see that
there.
it used
Yeah.
to be there.
So imagine whatever water touches in your home, it's corroding everything. So
But
this is
with a soft water,
a water softener should be
softener.
removing all those hard minerals. So all the calcium, magnesium, all the buildup that gets corroded, that should be removing it. Now there's so many types of water filtration systems, right? There's ones that have 2 stages, ones that go all the way to 11 stages. So depending on the water quality that we have, which is really hard water here in Vegas, I would recommend a 6-stage or above. Because if you have a 3-stage system, then you will have to replace that water softener every 3 to 5 years. And that's a couple $1,000s every 3 to 5 years. Where if you just invest into one system that lasts you up to 20 years, that has like a 6, 8, 11 filtration system, then you don't have to worry about replacing it.
So let me ask this: is the water quality different in different parts of the valley? Like, does it get better when you go further west, or does it get better if you get closer to the lake?
No, it actually doesn't. There's some
Canada, is it better there?
Eh?
you'll have some levels of like chlorine that are a little bit more higher in some areas, but throughout the whole valley, it's usually the same around the whole valley.
So when you go out with your test kit, you know what results you're going to get.
Yeah, I do know. It's all of them are pretty much the same. So
Got it.
it's
You know
it's the
what
same. We
water
get the
you
same
don't
water from
drink?
the same place.
Is when I went to Thailand, their waters are always sealed. They're bottled water, and you never drink the water from any kind of faucet.
Oh well, they know.
Yeah, well, you know,
They know,
if your
yeah.
water has to be sealed.
Yeah.
Why not? Is it just their quality of water is that bad?
I'm assuming so. I mean, the fact that I would not drink anything unless it was bottled water. I couldn't find Voss anywhere, but I found some, off-brand Arrowhead.
You're a bottled water bottle snob. You have to.
I
Have
do
Voss.
like Voss water. Is that good? I don't know. Is that good? I mean, I pay the extra.
I haven't tested Voss water, but we can do it here if you want.
Now she has something to
I'm
do.
scared
today.
to say that. I'm
Test
scared to
kit.
say. I'm scared to see how Voss grades compared to an Arrowhead.
I never
'Cause of
thought
We'll
about
take a
testing. Why don't we do that? Let's get
Okay.
5 different brands of.
Yeah, we should.
We
do
And we'll
that.
just test
do that
it.
next month or the next segment.
Yeah, I would think that would be interesting. That way you guys can learn more about
Water.
water.
And then what not to
pH
drink.
levels, yeah.
It's getting to that point where I'm just I don't even know if I want to drink water anymore.
I mean, we need it.
Yeah, obviously.
We're
80%, right?
Water, so it's
80%.
that's very important.
So you have to get
I
the
feel like
good
everyone should
quality.
be
It's like getting
doing all
gas,
that.
right? You got to get that 91. You got to get that 91 water.
Wait, you're saying that you should 80% of what you drink should be water?
No,
Is
it's
that
like
what I heard?
we're made out of
Oh, okay. Yeah.
80%. So water is a big thing, right? Like
Okay.
we use it every day of our
I
lives.
could drink 80% water.
80% of myself is water. I have to drink 80% of myself. No, you can't do that.
Can't do that. All right. Well, hey, welcome to the team.
Thank you very much.
We're excited to get you to transition out and into this world. And
Yes, I'm excited as well. I'm ready
Of
to learn
course, reach
everything
out to us if we can help.
I can. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.